Thanks, Pat. If Hillary Clinton becomes the next president of the United States, her key advisor, Huma Abedin, will be close by her side. Some on the right have raised red flags, saying her family has ties to terrorist organizations. David Brody has that story.
They are inseparable. Over 2 decades, Hillary Clinton and Huma Abedin have developed an almost mother-daughter-like relationship. She has Clinton's ear on a daily basis, and her name can be seen on a majority of those State Department emails that have surfaced in the investigation over Clinton's private email server. That connection isn't the only one raising concerns about Abedin. She is a Muslim American who grew up in Saudi Arabia and worked as an editor under her mother on the Journal of Minority Muslim Affairs. Former presidential candidate and Congresswoman Michelle Bachmann has sounded the alarm for years.
What this journal did is look at countries that were not Islamic countries, and they tried to push the advancement of Sharia law in countries that were not Islamic.
Critics say the journal opposes women's rights and blames the U.S. for 9/11. Abedin's father founded the journal, and her mother is listed as editor-in-chief. Her brother is involved too, and for nearly a decade, so was Huma Abedin.
Huma Abedin was listed as an assistant editor, deciding what they would print, what the stories would be. This was the family business, advancing Islamic Sharia law.
The Clinton campaign is pushing back, saying, quote, her name was simply listed on the masthead. She did not play a role in editing at the publication. But Abedin's connections to the journal isn't the only controversy at play here. The family has also ties to this man, Abdullah Omar Nassif, a longtime family friend who helped start the journal. He's also been identified as someone with financial connections to terror groups like Al-Qaeda and the Muslim Brotherhood. Given these revelations, Bachmann wants to know why Abedin received a security clearance throughout her years with Clinton.
From what I know of federal law, she never would have been given a security clearance to be anywhere near the First Lady or near a United States Senator with those kind of more than questionable family relationships.
Bachmann and some of her GOP colleagues raised these issues about Abedin back in 2012 with a detailed letter saying that she had, quote, immediate family connections to foreign extremist organizations. But it went nowhere and even came upon ridicule by fellow Republicans.
These sinister accusations rest solely on a few unspecified and unsubstantiated associations of members of Huma's family, none of which have been shown to harm or threaten the United States in any way.
Many things have changed since then, namely Secretary Clinton's email scandal with Abedin's name often front and center, not to mention renewed scrutiny in the current presidential race.
Take a look at where she worked, by the way, and take a look at where her mother worked and works. You take a look at the whole event.
With this presidential race almost over, time will tell if Huma Abedin and her family ties become a problem for Clinton. David Brody, CBN News.